We are the dollars and cents.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Back again with my boy. Second video today. Got to take advantage of the video making while I got my boy here. But today we're going to do another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. And this time it comes from the house of Tom Ford.
Tom Ford.
This is our latest release. And I really wanted Brandon to, one, because he wanted to try it, but two, he's the one that got me onto this fragrance. We'll get to a little bit more of that a little bit later. But Tom Ford, they released a new fragrance. It is Tom Ford Noir Extreme Parfum, guys. Look at this thing. Sorry for the reflection there. But everyone's talking about this fragrance. Yeah. Everyone's saying how good it is. I didn't read too much of the details of what they're saying.
I haven't either.
I liked the original. It reminded me of Spice Bomb, honestly. Yeah, it had Spice Bomb vibes. I want to say I smelled someone wearing it one day, and it smelled really, really good, and it didn't give me Spice Bomb vibes. Yeah. So I wanted to revisit that one at some point in my fragrance journey. But this one came out first, and I was like, oh, I'll check this one out. Maybe it's better. So I think you had a little bit of experience with this fragrance. Someone bought it for you or something like that, and they just, because they thought you could, I guess they really liked it on you.
Yeah, my ex, many years ago, purchased the original fragrance, Noir Extreme, for me. I liked it. It had like that same Spice Bomb vibe, sweet. Just didn't last very long.
Yeah.
For something that was so sweet and heavy and, dense in its, scent, it only didn't last very long, which was very strange.
Yeah, and that one was an extreme. Right?
Yeah.
Because there was Noir that came in a black bottle.
Completely different fragrance, but yeah.
Was it really? Okay.
Yeah.
And then Noir Extreme, which came in a black with a gold cap. And now we have Tom Ford Noir Extreme Parfum, which comes in a gold bottle. Look at this thing, guys.
It's like a gold bar.
Yeah. It looks like a gold bar. Reminds me of the Millicent Imperial. The gold bottles those come in.
1 million bottle.
Kind of the same shade. Or 1 million bottle, yes. It does say TF. T and then F here, which is kind of cool. Has the little grippies on the side. Same grip on the top there. Gold atomizer. Yeah, good looking bottle. Brandon's going to give you guys a little bit of information about this fragrance.
All right, guys. So Noir Extreme Parfum is classified as an amber vanilla fragrance. It was launched in 2022, obviously. A couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Notes for this one: in the top, we have cardamom, neroli, ginger, mandarin orange, and citruses. In the mid, kulfi, which was in the original one. Bulgarian rose, jasmine, and orange blossom. And in the base, vanilla, suede, leather, amber, gaiac wood, cedar, and tonka bean.
Wow. Now, did you say coffee?
Kulfi.
What is coffee?
So I've never had it, but based on the research I did originally from the original fragrance, it is an Indian dessert, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It's like an ice cream with spices in it or something.
I'm today years old. I've never heard of that before. I would have gone on thinking you said coffee if I didn't ask. All right, so there's one thing that kind of got me, and that was the price of this fragrance. I mean, I want to say that the other one was around $100 and some for the 100 mil.
I think back in the day they were like 140, maybe 150.
Which I guess was a lot compared to some of their other. Well, I mean, the private line's different, right?
Yeah.
Those are different. Those are higher quality. But, when you came to this one, it didn't seem like it'd be worth, maybe around 100, 125, maybe max for, this is $230 at Macy's or Nordstrom's, which is a shock to me. And
Inflation.
Yeah, it's either that or they think this is just something special, which is another reason why I really want to try it, because I'm like, okay, are y'all kind of putting out a message that this fragrance is just something that you have to have? It's just fantastic. Is it going to last all day? Because you said the other one had performance issues, right?
Yeah. So
maybe they fixed that. it's called Extreme Parfum. So, we'll see. And there's a lot of notes in this thing. So maybe it's just going to flourish. So we're going to give this fragrance a first impression and see what we think. I'm really interested because I really trust Brandon's nose, and he has a good scent memory. So you'll remember what the other one smelled like compared to this one. So, because I haven't had that much experience with the old one. So without further ado, let me give Brandon the honors of trying it first.
Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. First spray.
First spray. I'm not gonna get any hints here. This will be my scent of the evening, so I'll get a full wearing this evening. Sprayer's not that great.
Yeah, I need some more. Didn't come out very much.
Okay. Very spicy. Very, very spicy. I'm definitely getting the leather.
It is similar to the original. A lot more zesty in the top.
Okay. I actually like that quite a bit.
The original one was straight to the sweetness. in my the way in my remembrance.
The cardamom, I'm getting a section inside of this one. I'm getting a slight bit of the ginger. And it's not super tinny ginger. It's nice ginger.
Yeah.
The sweetness in this, I guess it's from the vanilla.
The coffee.
There's a bit of I'm getting almost like a Coca-Cola type of vibe from this.
I definitely get the tonka bean.
The leather in this, it's slightly, ever so slightly animalic leather to my nose anyway. So it's slightly mature in that sense, but not a lot. It's mixing with that rose too.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a rose leather combo. Not a lot, but enough for me to notice.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it is similar to the original, but it has some other things going on. They added some zestiness to the top. You definitely get the leather. I'm guessing they put that in there to make it last longer.
I'm going to say this is a less mainstream version of the original. I think the original was a little more safer, a little more spice bomby.
Yeah.
This one seems to have more going on with it, a little bit more mature. I don't know if the original had leather in it, but this one just seems, and the suede as well, it just seems to be more masculine.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. It's more, this is more my type. If I were to choose between this one or the other, not even talking about performance yet, but just from the smell alone, I think this one, because I'm 41 now, I tend to gravitate towards a little bit, slightly more mature fragrances these days.
It's definitely more mature, and more masculine.
I mean, that leather and suede is popping on my skin.
I like it. It's got the same vibe though. You can smell that they took the original and they added to it. It wasn't like a departure. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this worth the $230 right now? I'm sure I'll give you guys this information in the update.
No.
No. I think if you put this fragrance in another bottle,
if they put it in a private blend bottle, they could have sold it for that.
Man.
Private blend bottles are what, $268 now for 50 mil?
I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to imagine if it came in a private blend bottle, what people would say about it.
Well, if they recognized that it smelled like Noir Extreme, they would probably be upset.
Yeah. I don't know if they would have made the connection. Maybe. Man, the good noses out there. I'm not that great, guys. So I would have just been like, this smells really good. This is more of a mainstream version of one of their private blends.
Tom Ford, I mean, they're good. And who knows, this might be the last release with him owning the company, even though they already sold it to Estee Lauder, or they sold the fragrance piece to Estee Lauder anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to say I do like this fragrance. I don't love it just yet. I do like it. I think it's very masculine. It's very sexy. It's mature. Right now, I'm going to say it's better than the original. Again, this can all change in the second half of the video. This is why I like doing the updates, because I could, when I get it later, it could just turn into, rubbish, if you will.
The thing that I like about this is every designer fragrance that comes out now is the same. Tonka bean, blue, bubblegum, whatever. This is definitely none of that, which is good. But again, you're paying, what's a designer fragrance go for these days? 120?
Yeah, 120, between 125 and 150, I would think.
That's so you're paying a lot more for this.
Yes.
But
I
mean, it's good.
And honestly,
here's the thing though, you're stepping into niche prices with this. There's tons of niche fragrances you can get for that same price.
I mean, are they better though? Because this is almost a good blend of designer and niche. Because I told you that maturity, that leather in there, and the little bit of that rose gives it that little bit of that edge that you would get from a niche fragrance versus only fully mainstream, where like they don't want to offend anybody. Like, no, it has to be perfectly safe.
Well, I feel like that's what Tom Ford has always been. They sit right in between niche and designer in terms of the fragrances themselves. Yeah.
I will say now, if you guys are expecting the sweet bubblegum, spice bomb, whatever type of fragrance, you're not going to get that with this. You can get a little bit of the original DNA and a little bit of leather and some.
It's built onto it, yeah.
Yeah, so
it's good. I like it.
I think it's good.
I do like it.
I don't like the price, but I do like the fragrance. So
if it lasts on you tonight and it does well, I might consider buying it.
There you go. Okay.
I do like it.
All right, guys. Well, those were our first impressions of Tom Ford's Noir Extreme Parfum. I'll give you guys an update shortly, more than tonight, over the next couple of days. Hopefully it either gets better or maybe it takes a nosedive. We'll see. But I'll talk to you guys then. Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to bring you guys a quick update on the Tom Ford Noir Extreme Parfum that me and Brandon did a first impressions on. Not going to really go into too much about this one when it comes to is it groundbreaking or anything like that, because this one does smell like the original. It actually shares quite a few notes with the original. It has the cardamom, the orange, the neroli, the rose, orange blossom, jasmine, the coffee, amber, vanilla, and there's a few others that are in this. But really the main player I got out of this one, imagine the original composition, but just add the suede and leather. Honestly, whenever I spray this one on my skin, I get like that sweet, creamy, spicy, gourmandy fragrance that you get from the original Tom Ford Noir Extreme. But they add some leather and suede to this. Now, I'm sure there's more going on to this, but that's really the biggest difference that I got with this fragrance. And I actually like this version better than the original, the Extreme. I think that the added leather gives us some more maturity. It gives it more, I don't know if you want to say sexiness, but it gives it a more of a niche vibe, honestly. Like, whenever I spray it on my skin, I am going to wear this one tonight again. Like, you get a bit of an amouage feel with this one. Not saying it smells like an amouage. It just has like that, you know how amouage just has like that stankiness or that skankiness to it, that maturity that amouage brings to the table. Just imagine having the original Noir Extreme, very sweet, very spicy, kind of has a little bit of that spice bomb going with it, but just heavier, thicker, sweeter, but leathery. Very leathery, slightly skanky leather, a mature leather, slightly challenging, a little bit, not a lot. That's just my opinion. I'm sure you guys out there think that this wasn't even that, too far out there. But to me, as a designer or, whatnot, like when you compare this to the original, this one just has a little bit more going on with it, a little bit more maturity going with it. Some might not like it. Now, I'm sure they'll come into the ratings here in a little bit, but I did like this fragrance. Not my favorite, and I'll go over the things I don't like about this fragrance, or at least one major thing I don't like about this fragrance. But I do, if I had to compare the two fragrances, I'm going to pick this one all day long over the original Noir Extreme. That's a nice fragrance. This one just has more going on with it. Longevity I got with this one were I guess, average for an eau de parfum. It was really good, but eau de parfum, 8 hours. That's what I expect from an eau de parfum concentration, so that's what I got from this. And that's average, technically. Lasted me 8 hours. And for the type of fragrance this is, that's exactly what you want. Projection, not beast. Not a beast. You would think it'd be a beast with some of these notes in it. Like the amber and the vanilla and, some of these, has the tonka bean. Just a lot of these gourmand notes. Usually with most fragrances, it just kind of pumps it out. Not awful. It was, I guess, about average. It wasn't beast mode. It wasn't slapping anybody across the room or anything like that. It wasn't too much. It wasn't what's the word? Just too in your face, which is probably a good thing. But again, it got the job done, but it wasn't beast mode. Now, on some people's skin, some people might argue and say that they got beast mode with this one. I did not. But I got decent projection. It was enough to get noticed. It wasn't enough to really invade anyone's space and really, kind of bother people. Occasions for this fragrance, if you guys haven't guessed already, it's going to be evening wear. This is a very, very sexy fragrance. I'm going to assume that you guys would have worn the original at night as well, because that one's a sexy fragrance. You're going to want to do the same with this one. Let me wipe the bottle off, guys. Got a lot of smudges on there, but you're going to want to do the same with this fragrance. It's evening events. I think it's good for date night. I think it's good for the club. I think it's good for just suit and tie. Even though it's a sexy fragrance, it's a very mature fragrance with the added leather note, and we'll get into more categories that comes into, but yeah, this one, I definitely see suit and tie with this one. Tuxedo even. Maybe even a wedding day scent if you guys are getting married in the fall. I think this would be a great scent for that. Just that added leather really did put this one over the top. Gave it more body, gave it more depth. It's also a lot heavier and sweeter and thicker than the original Noir Extreme. Seasons for this fragrance, if you guys haven't guessed already, again, it's going to be the cooler to colder months of the year. Fall, winter, early spring, you know, cool, cold evenings are going to be perfect for this fragrance. So definitely keep it on the cooler side of things. Ages for this fragrance, I'm going to say, are probably 30 to 35 and up. Could a 25-year-old pull this one off? Yes, easily. I would say 25 and up. But guys, this fragrance, and this is probably going to be my biggest mark against this fragrance. This is $230 for 100 ml. Now, some of my niche guys out there going, dude, $230. Like, hey, you guys, you spend that on a niche bottle like that. You don't even think twice about it. I guess it's because it's just a designer release. They sell this one at Macy's. They sell this one at Nordstrom. They sell it at Dillard's. I'm guessing Dillard's. You know, you don't expect to see such a big price tag on a designer fragrance. Now, I know Tom Ford makes the luxury line. I know they make the private blends. Those are different. And that's a whole other video. If you guys want to argue about that, that's definitely an argument to be made. Is this one niche quality? Yes. I think this is a niche quality, mass appealing fragrance. Could you say it's worth the $230? Maybe. So overall, I'm going to say I do like this fragrance. I do think this is the best of the flankers for this one. It was better. It's definitely better than Noir. It's definitely better than Noir Extreme. This is going to be the one. And now if you have those two, I would suggest selling those two, maybe getting as much as you can and just getting a bottle of this one if you are of age, if you will. If you are 25, 30 and up, just because I think you have to be a little bit more mature to really wear this fragrance, guys. But don't take my word for it. Go out and try this one for yourself. Go to the Macy's and Nordstrom's, any of those retail stores, and you guys can try this one. Let me know what you guys think about it. But yeah, I do really like this fragrance. I don't like the price. And I'm 41 now, about to be 42, and I don't even like the price on this one. I can easily afford it, but I'm like, man, why would I spend $230 on this? Well, I can spend $230 on a fragrance that it's just a little bit harder to find. Maybe it's a little bit, has better, slightly better performance, or maybe I just like the smell better overall. If you like the original, you're going to like this one, because like I mentioned, it has a lot of the same notes from the original in this. So you're going to get that DNA. Again, it's just a more mature version, but I wouldn't recommend blind buying this one, especially since it's so readily available. You can go to Macy's, all the stores that I mentioned already, and just spray it on your hand, walk around the mall, see what you think. If you like the original, or if you end up liking it, then maybe it's worth it to you. I have too many in my collection to really pay $230 for one bottle and be comfortable with it. But again, it is a nice fragrance. If you're going to pick one of the three, unless there's more flankers that I don't know about, I think there's three. This would be the third one. Just get this one and just sell the other ones. You don't need the other ones, in my opinion. This one is my favorite out of the bunch. Yeah, you know, again, it covers a lot of, it checks a lot of the boxes I like in a fragrance. Long lasting. It's very sweet. It's also got a bit of body to it. Good, you know, good projection. Again, just the price. Really, it's going to be the price I'm going to warn you guys about. It's not going to be worth the price. But yeah, guys, so what are your thoughts on Tom Ford's Noir Extreme Parfum? Did you like this one? Did you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know your comments and your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about this one, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching the video on my channel. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications for future First Impressions videos and first edit content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find fragrance-related photos and future contest winners. And as always, till the next video, you guys, take care. Thanks.